There we go. Hello everyone. Hello. Cesare here with more Warhammer 40k Inquisitor Martyr. Now, I have actually been up for the past hour and a half. I found a new way to sleep, which has let me sleep, which is great. But unfortunately, my body has adapted to that and realized, no, we can't have that. So I tried to go back to sleep and it wasn't happening, so I'm hoping tonight it'll let me. That said though, I then sat here trying to relieve the pain for like an hour, and now it's receded enough that I can do it. If you can hear like the vibrating of my massage belt, too bad. It is providing relief, and that is needed. My leg hurts. It's not even technically my leg, it's... So, when I went to the chiropractor, she says there's a good chance I don't have sciatica. I also don't have piriformis or piriformatitis. I don't remember the full name of it. But more than likely, it's radiculopathy, which is an issue with the spine itself pushing on the nerve rather than the nerve itself or the piriformis muscle being an issue. So that's good to know. Alright, the Data Sanctum. Now this is on the Martyr. If you guys recall, we went to the Martyr looking for a Klosterheim and, you know, Uther's Legacy, using Uther's Tarot. And on there, we tried to gain access to a cogitator to commune with the machine spirit of the Martyr so that we could find Uther on this, or not Uther, Klosterheim on this huge ship. Didn't work. We were locked out. So Ark, our tech priest, was like, hey, well, if we shut down the power and turn it back on, power cycling, the floor, we should be able to gain access. We did that and it still wouldn't let us have access. So now we're going to the Data Sanctum to allow for our tech priest to speak with the machine spirit directly. The power shortage was ineffective. I still can't access the main cogitator, but Omicron offered personal assistance in the event that I find a way into the main Data Sanctum. This is quite unusual of him, and his dedication makes me wonder how desperately he is seeking revelations to the communion with this machine spirit. Yeah, the 40k equivalent of unplugging it and plugging it back in. Turn off all the power on the floor and turn it back on. Power cycling your modem.
Who are you, Tech Priest? What are you waiting for?
The auger sensors show extreme levels of chaos infestation near your location. My current physical vessel lacks the necessary augmentations and blessed weaponry to fight this threat.
I'll clear the area, then you follow me.
Oh right, I forgot that they call their weapons like the blessed weaponry. Yeah, look at that damage we're doing now. It's gone up. Good.
Loading.
Loading. So yeah, I'm sure you mentioned it, Jeremy. What class did you play in this? You played all the classes? Which one did you enjoy the most then? Lister Battle's your favorite? Okay. I can see why. It's pretty excellent. Pretty fun. I like the bolt pistol the best of the weapons I've found so far. I messed around a little bit with some of the other ones, and yeah, they just don't feel as nice. Got him. Come on, like, fucking baby bird and coincided are just completely numb still. It's funny because these enemies that we're fighting, like the dudes that were running out with the sword there, I recognize them from Chaos Gate Demon Hunter. They're the same model. Well, same design, so you know. I'm sure the model is slightly better or worse than one of them. Psyker's fun, but a neat little wrinkle in the more you use your... Yeah, that's normal for Warhammer, right? With Psykers? So it's cool that they found a way to incorporate that into the game. I actually considered Psyker because that would have been fun, but at the same time I felt like that might be a complicate things for me too much at this stage in my knowledge of the game. Yeah, die unclean. Jeremy, how do you feel about when people refer to poor people as, or when rich people refer to poor people as the unwashed? Mini-cat's eating her food. So that new sleeping position I was talking about that works. Mira really likes it because she can just cuddle up with me so easily.
The moment of retribution is here.
The moment of retribution, guys. Alright, you ready? Divine Saint form. Dead. Music here keeps making like a knocking sound. I don't know if you can hear it, but it has been rather annoying. Oh, I just killed an apostle of Nerva.
I've purged the place. Are you ready to join me now?
Initiating teleportarium launch sequence.
Are you ready?
Recharging devotion glands. Preparing to access the sacred presence of the machine spirit itself.
I'll take that as a yes. I'm expecting significant resistance. I'll protect you while you are working.
Alright, here we go. I kind of feel like I probably should have saved it for this, but I didn't know this was going to mess up. Good thing they just fall off shit. I was thinking. Just marching forward. Oh. Wave complete. There's 5
Talk
waves?
to me, Tech Priest.
Progress at 12.62%. Diagnostic prelude overclocking.
I get it. You are working on it.
It's weird
Stand
because
by.
I
New
can't
wave
hear
is
the game
approaching.
very well. If I turn it down, I can't hear it at all. We'll try that. See if that works out better. Is that better? Can you hear me a little better now? I knocked it down like 10%. Probably bigger ears will help. Mute. Okay. Give me like fucking free pass to deal with here. Yeah, without ranged weaponry, I don't think this part would be possible. Wave 5.
Any progress, Tech
Or 3,
Priest?
sorry.
Connecting to various
Oh, William.
identification subroutines. Initiating devotional rites of authentication.
And they are still coming. You had better hurry up.
Okay, I have to deal with... Okay, there's only 3 doors. Let's just start teleporting in. This one just like ran right by me. Oh, he did so much damage.
The moment of retribution is here.
Oh, it's time. Try to put a focus on the ranged ones first.
Anything to report, Tech Priest?
Validation sequence in progress. Mind receptors overheating.
Shield
The
damage
presence
useful as
of the
a
machine is willing to talk to me.
I'll take care of the next wave of filth then.
So the wings you get in the embodied same form are the same ones that you get from the, or actually the wings from the Imperial Aquila. Is that like a legendary bird in the, oh okay.
Kill the heretic.
In the Imperium, or is it like a symbol? It's the eagle symbol, okay. Gotcha. Makes sense. What is fuck? This is being clever. What is fuck? Just. You know what? I'll set. Here we go.
How
Now
long
they
will
give
this
them to me.
take, Tech Priest?
Installing emotional dampers. Switching to mind cleansing psalms. The spirit in the machine is communicating with me.
I'll take care of the rest until then.
Alright. No, my turret is getting blocked over here. We must protect it.
The Emperor's light has found me.
And then embodied saint again.
Are you ready to talk to me, Tech Priest?
Yes, Inquisitor. We have been waiting for this opportunity for a long time.
Omicron?
No. This body is merely a temporary conduit for us, connected to our network through his neural implants. Our name is Sacred Binary Code and Arcane Hexadecimal Chant, but you can call us the Machine Spirit of the Martyr. We tried to communicate with you through mindless flesh before, but our efforts were ineffective.
The servitor in the hangar deck. That was you?
It was an inadequate interface. This method of communication is unconventional and highly dangerous for the subject, but I had no other choice. The Martyr is harboring a great secret, Inquisitor, which we must protect at all cost before it falls into the wrong hands.
You want to stop Inquisitor Cloisterheim?
Our goals correlate. We will show you where he is located at the moment. I must log off from this vessel before I damage him beyond repair. I will seek other channels of communication.
Shit. The ship talked to us, guys. Oh, you guys fought the Jubbling, and you won. You sacks of shit. But dudes got defeated, so you got eaten by the job. Inoculator component and it's a skill point. Alright, let's see here. Okay. Let's do activate cooldowns are reduced by 30% if you only have one, 15 if you have two. We have two, so 15%. I'm gonna put points into area of effect attacks. Maybe I should do single target ranged. Let's go back to the ship here real quick, just so I can check my gear actually. A bit more 40k lore. Perfect, lay it on me. Okay. Machine spirits are AI. The reason they are referred to as spirits is because of an AI using pre-Imperium, or uprising pre-Imperium that nearly wiped out all life in the galaxy. So the Mechanicum calls them machine spirits to get around AI being illegal. Oh, so even AI is illegal in the Warhammer universe then. Alright, so we don't actually have a mission here, so we gotta talk to Omicron on the ship, I think. Oops. Hang on. Let's go back in there. Probably have to talk to the tech priest on the ship. Yep.
What
Okay.
was all that down there, Tech Priest? Did I witness some tech heresy just now?
No. I connected to a pure machine spirit, which had been upgraded to serve a specific purpose. I'm 100% certain of that. While my voice box was utilized by the machine spirit, the communion gave me partial access to some routines.
So it is not an AI?
It is not an abominable intelligence. It is something extraordinary. By sacred digital apotheosis and uploading rituals, a penitent soul became part of this machine spirit. It was not the creation of a sentient intelligence, but the blessed fusion of man and machine.
What are you doing now?
Filing away the memories in the sonic requillaries. Giving you the coordinates I received from the machine spirit. Lord Klosterheim is currently in the research cloister.
The machine spirit of the Martyr is trying to protect a great secret hidden on the abandoned fortress monastery. It seems to consider me an ally against Klosterheim, who was so dedicated to finding the secret that he was willing to order his own tech priest to override various segments of the machine spirit. What he doesn't seem to know, however, is that this machine spirit is unique. A very long time ago, it reached apotheosis, when a penitent soul became part of this machine spirit by sacred digital apotheosis and uploading rituals. It was not the creation of a sentient intelligence, but the blessed fusion of man and machine to complete a mission. The great secret is Deus Feminitae. Okay, so yeah, she mentions right there that so it's not an AI, which I guess immediately would have drawn more ire or concern from her, because yeah, that was like her immediate response. Alright, we're back on the Martyr. Klosterheim's trail. Perhaps I was too suspicious of the tech priest. After all, his plan worked. The audience with Machine Spirit was successful, and now I am ready to follow Klosterheim's trail. On second thought, this is nonsense. An Inquisitor can never be too suspicious. AI is heresy and met with summary execution. What about indictable execution? Abominable intelligence, though.
Inquisitor, Lord Klosterheim is heading toward an area marked as forbidden. It is cut off from the dominion of the machine spirit.
I'm on my way. I also need an explanation as to why anyone would tamper with the machine spirit in such an irregular way.
Although the chances are infinitesimal, complex machinery may be vulnerable to the corruption of chaos. For some reason, Uther Tiberius wanted to reduce even that small chance to zero.
I want to know more about that. Keep me updated.
I'm definitely curious, though, as to what the hell's on this ship that has Klosterheim so interested, because, yeah.
Inquisitor, I have analyzed the records of my communion. The administrator prayers in the digital marginalia indicate that Uther Tiberius fused an incorruptible soul with the machine.
But that is impossible. Unless you sacrificed someone who fought off a demon and became immune to corruption.
Agreed.
So great
Subject
night.
would be a former demon host.
Is that even permitted?
I could list 136 sects within the Adeptus Mechanicus, which would start a doctrinal purge based solely on such a notion. But my sect has always believed in digital martyrdom. I consider this machine spirit a miracle.
Now that you have access to the main core, I want you to find all records of demon hosts on the Martyr.
Could you imagine? He heard of the great tales of bacon from Old Terran and really, really wanted to try it, and then it turns out Uther Tiberius was hoarding eternal bacon on his ship. A special form of bacon that never went bad. And that's why we're all here. It's chaos bacon. Wasn't accounting for the void at the time. Or he was accounting for the void. That's why the Martyr's machine spirit was created.
Inquisitor, I've just completed my diagnostic meditations and reviewed the data. We can safely rule out the infection as the cause of your hallucinations.
Then what is it?
My theory is that the visions might be residual memories leaking through a hasty mind scrub. They could have been triggered by certain phrases or events.
That's nonsense. Stop obsessing about my mental condition.
As you command, Inquisitor.
Noted.
Ow, 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 ow. This guy's a psyker, a villain, and he's got heavy armor. And he's dead. Holy crap, he was a heavy hitter. That was a Chaos Marine, that looked like. Slanesh's Chaos Bacon. Yeah, so, okay, so why is it a lot of the games that I've played have done, well, the only games that I've really played are, have done, Nurgle and with a little bit of Khorne in the Demon Hunters there. Is there a reason why those two are more prominent in the Warhammer games? This was a dead end anyway. Alright. I guess we can activate it now.
Inquisitor, as per your request, I have scoured the classified data looms on this deck. I think you ought to know that all research sanctums on this deck were assigned for demon host experiments for decades.
What? Uther Tiberius was creating demon hosts.
The sheer number of subjects implies that he was trying to create a whole army of them.
Uther Tiberius.
Any progress, Inquisitor?
Wait,
Looks like I'm closing in on
so hang on.
He may have been a gentleman.
So if somebody is immune to corruption, that means they were once the host of a demon. Is that what we're hearing? So does that mean that the Grey Knights were all demon hosts at one point, or that they descended from demon hosts and it just got passed on? Because they're incorruptible as well. That's like their whole shtick. Nurgle and Khorne are easy to add to games because they both will employ horde enemies like the Zerg. Okay. The Grey Knights were all at one. Okay, so is Uther Tiberius the creator of the Grey Knights? No. Okay. I thought maybe we were getting some cool lore like the origin of the Grey Knights here, which would I would be interested in that. We got another Chaos Marine here who's... Dude, this guy's tracking is insane. Hey, why? Oh, okay, like... Holy shit, he hurts! And you can put out turrets. Abilities need to stop spawning. Okay, it's actually not so bad once I what is going on here? Like, why did my character just randomly stop using her abilities? She did it again, like, immediately she stopped using her ability. What is interrupting me? Oh, so those guys hurt. What? He independently came to the same conclusion as the architect of the Grey Knights. Okay. Gotcha. Well, you know what? I'm just happy that I was able to draw a conclusion there. Warhammer 40k lore is vast and... interesting.
Loading.
The Grey Knights were technically created by the Emperor himself before his final battle against Horus at the height of the Horus heresy.
I'm in the research cloister, Tech Priest.
Gotcha.
Incorrect. You are only approaching the gates of the research cloister, currently under quarantine.
By the Emperor, you must be the most pedantic specialist I've ever had in the team.
Comment filed away for later evaluation. Proceed to the gate, Inquisitor.
Yeah, you must be the most pedantic person. I'll file that away for later evaluation.
I found the remains of a dead Tech Priest.
I suspect he is the one responsible for overriding the local systems. Search the body for additional information, Inquisitor.
Alright, encoded by Adeptus Mechanicus Decipheron Alpha 2 Protocol. Date, truncated data. Location, truncated data. Unit, data predator, Ishmael Cal. Code barriers implemented successfully. Controls and or access to cogitators by external operators hampered drastically. Main navigator cogitator, warp drive, kinetic engines, and Geller subsystems are quarantined. Chances of another spontaneous jump converging to 0. Disapproval of machine spirit is clear. My actions are treated as hostile behavior. In progress. Extensive areas of the ship are sealed and protected by ancient/unknown protocols. Attempts of remote access failed. Manual override deemed to be the only viable option. Direct orders of Lord Inquisitor Klosterheim are categorized as code heresy, aberrating the mode of force, and contradict the thrice-blessed protocols of the machine god. Projected vector, downward spiral toward tech heresy and or extreme rebuke from the machine spirit. Hey, it said vector. Continuation of our actions, calculated unwise. Aborting our actions, also calculated unwise. This unit needs further analysis from the fabricated welcome. By fighting the Dark Eldar Drukari, you were fighting forces of Slaanesh. Yeah, okay, so...
Sigma, 7, Omega.
That's cool.
3, 5, Alpha.
Interesting. The machine spirit is trying to communicate with us again. That is the emergency code for the lockdown protocols. The research cloister has been quarantined. You might not be able to leave if you enter.
I should return to my ship then, and make preparations before I enter that area. The moment of retribution is here.
Yeah, retribution. Jeremy, I'll have you know that I plan a fire. The Eldar created Slaanesh when their society became too hedonistic. So the Elder that did fall to chaos serve Slaanesh. Okay. Oh, we reached level 1 influence in this area. Sick. Alright, let's do our gear stuff. I don't have any passives or... Oh, okay. Oh, loot box. Okay. You have to find anything that's really better than what I have. Alright. We're gonna take a break after this. Alright guys, don't go anywhere. We got more Warhammer 40k for you here in just a moment.